Let's take a look at this picture. We have an unordered list with 3 list items, but we have a different icon for each item. We could do that multiple ways. We could do it with IDs, we could do it with classes, but there is a built-in ability which is called a pseudo-class. And some of this is actually kind of English. So taking a look at the running list item, does it make sense that this is my first list item of that type, and then swimming is the last list item in this list, and cycling is the second list item in this list. So let's see how we transfer that concept in English to our HTML using pseudo classes. So some of this looks familiar if you watched the previous video or you did the previous assignments, which you should have done. We have our LI. So before we had just the LI with the run icon. So even the swimming and the cycling, you had the run icon PNG as the list style image instead of the traditional black circle bullet. So now we want to take a look at list item colon first of type. So that means the first list item that is inside within a UL, unordered list, which it would be, which is inside of the article with an ID about underscore TSS. So who's going to get the run icon? Only the first list item in this very particular, very specific list, unordered list inside of the article. So it gets the running icon. Now let's take a look at the last one at the bottom, because that's easiest English-wise concept to deal with. We have last of type. So we had first of type up here. We have last of type. So it will look for the last list item in this unordered list, and it will give it a list style image of a swimming icon. So the last list item inside the unordered list, inside of an article with an ID about underscore TSS, gets the swimming icon. All right, now if we had a whole bunch, let's say we had 100 list items, what would we type, like 90th? They had to come up with a different way of doing this. So they looked at their programming backgrounds and created this thing right here in the middle for the bike icon of, instead of using the word second, third, fourth, fifth, and all the way up to a billion, they called it the nth, NTH, of type. So your math teachers might be able to understand this. Nth of type. And then in parentheses we put 2. So this becomes the second of type. If we had put a 3 inside of the parentheses, it would be third of type. 4 would be fourth of type, and so on. So no matter what number we put in parentheses, we use the phrase NTH, nth of type, for that list item. In this case, our second list item is the item about bicycling, and it will get the bicycle icon, as we can see down below.